What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Saturday. A little after 5:30 here, putting this bad boy together. Going to try to get it out to you as soon as I possibly can. Been a crazy day, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Now I just finally got to get a shower, get a little cleaned up. Gonna go have a little evening with the lady. So I hope you're all having yourselves a great weekend. Appreciate you taking the time here, hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, all the things you do to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough, but I hope you're ready for game day tomorrow. Been doing my best to keep you ready with all of the information you could possibly need to know. And here's that final piece with the practice squad elevations and some activations from the active roster, all that great stuff we'll go over. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Any kind of comments, questions, leave them down below. Let's jump right into this bad boy. Let's take a look at what the Eagles have done for their roster for tomorrow's game. And some great news. We know A.J. Brown is out. That sucks. But we got one of our receivers back, the rookie Darius Cooper, fan favorite, all excited. Yay. Well, he's a depth piece, so not get too carried away, but very excited about his future. Love the kid and happy to have him back. So he comes off of the IR. Unfortunately, Jacorian Bennett, if you saw the show yesterday, the game status report, you know that he is out. He will not come off of that IR, but still designated to return. Still has a couple of weeks to do so. Let's hope we get him back soon. That would be fantastic. We'll talk about that here in a second. But on the offensive side of the ball with Cooper back, as I mentioned, you know, A.J. Brown is out for this one. So you've got Mechie, Cooper, Gibson. We'll see who wants to step it up on offense. We know Smith and Dotson will, so let's effing go. Cam Jurgens out for this one. Sounds like Toth is getting the start. If he struggles, wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Drew Kendall, but let's hope that Toth does his best, surrounded by some great pieces. So next man up. And on the defensive side of the ball, Adoree Jackson is out. And as I just mentioned, you know, I would love to have Jacorian Bennett back because I see him as the cornerback too, unless the Eagles want to make another move. Clearly Ringo and Jackson have had their struggles, and Ringo will get that start. Most likely tomorrow. We'll see if the rookie Mac McWilliams can do anything, you know, between now and the bye and whenever. Maybe the veteran Barry Nickerson. Who knows? But probably Ringo getting one last shot before Bennett comes back. And Ojulari, Brandon Graham, both out for this game. Patrick Johnson, you know, will be the depth piece there. You got Uche and Hunt, so a three-man rotation. And Jahad Campbell, as we mentioned, can help you out on the edge as well. Didn't do the greatest last week, and you know, in the NFL, he's definitely going to have his struggles at his size. So not his position for the future, but right now we're going to need him because Nakobe Dean can come in with ball, off ball, and they can do their thing. So next man up. And special teams department, everybody good to go, healthy there. So nothing changed there. But let's take a look. So no practice squad elevations for the Eagles, just that roster activation. So let's take a look at the Giants, who had both elevations and an activation. And we'll start it off with those two elevations in wide receiver Lil'Jordan Humphrey, who he had himself a decent game last time. I think it was like 55 yards on like 4 catches. Great for him. But, you know, they do have Slayton back this week. We'll see if, you know, he really plays just on special teams, what they decide to do with him. But big-bodied receiver. So Dart likes him. We'll see if he can make the active roster here soon because he's probably almost out of elevations, I would assume. And then Raheem Lane there, the veteran safety, coming to help with Javon Holland out for this game. And then they get their kicker back, Graham Gano, activated off of IR. So good news, I guess. I don't know. He's not exactly the greatest kicker, but at least they get a kicker back. So he was taken off here. You can see their updated injury list. These guys not going to be, obviously, on this depth chart. On the offensive side of the ball, you can see Lil'Jordan Humphrey added in there with Bo Collins and Ozlewski as the depth pieces behind Slayton, Hyatt, and Robinson. And honestly, I would play Lil'Jordan Humphrey more than I would play Jalen Hyatt. So he sucks. We'll see what they decide to do. But other than that, everybody good to go. And on the defensive side of the ball is where got some injuries. Burns listed as questionable, but they're saying he is most likely going to play. Davidson is questionable. And then out is Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland. So most likely see Deonte Banks starting. And then, you know, Raheem Lane, maybe he gets a little bit of play there with Nubin. But Belton will probably get the start. And then Braid there as well. So Yeah, a couple of injuries for them as well. It's always next man up in these parts. And then you can see with the kicker now in his spot, so they don't need to elevate any of their kickers, Koo or McAbney or whatever. So, yeah, that's what both teams will look like for tomorrow's game, and we'll have the inactives and everything before the game. We'll put out a pre-game show tomorrow. I hope to see your asses there live tomorrow. Then we'll have, of course, a post-game show. I'd love to do a Sicko Saturday tonight. We'll see if I can get enough time, but wild times in my life right now, so I'll do my best. But love to hear from you guys. You guys got any thoughts, questions, any score predictions, players of the game? I know you guys are always down to talk some birds, as am I. I'm ready for this game. I'm ready for that payback, baby. So let's effing go. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!